Inherited diseases of the skeletal muscle. It includes the congenital myopathy. What are the congenital? These are present with the infancy, and the muscle defect will tend to be the static or improve over the time. And we can see the distinct structural abnormality of the muscle. But there is other congenital myopathies, including the muscular dystrophy, in which the progressive muscular damage, and these muscular dystrophies come to attention after the infancy. And these muscular dystrophy will present along with abnormalities of the central nervous system. These are associated with the two types of defect: the conditions with defects in the ECM, or the abnormality in the receptor for the ECM. The condition which results in the defect in the ECM, and it includes the Ullrich congenital muscular dystrophy and the myrcene deficiency. When these two disorders are present, this will result in a hypotonia, proximal contracture, distal hyperextensibility, mismatch expression of the matrix protein, perlecan, and the collagen 6. And when there is abnormality in the ECM matrix, receptor for the ECM, there will be this is due to the disruption of the post-translation modification of alpha-dystroglycan by the O-link glycosylation, which result in the milder form of the dystroglycan deficiency. And this dystroglycan is important for the CNS and eye development, as well as the skeletal muscles development. When these three organs are affected, the CNS, the eye, and the skeletal muscle, it will result in the seizure, the mental retardation, the blindness, limb girdle, and the muscular dystrophies. Now come to the types of the muscular dystrophy. There is X-linked muscular dystrophy. The X-linked muscular dystrophy is also known as dystrophin mutation, Duchenne, and the Becker's muscular dystrophy. This is also known as dystrophinopathies. Others include the myotonic dystrophy, Emery-Dreifuss muscular dystrophy, facioscapulohumeral dystrophy, and the limb girdle muscular dystrophy. In this video, I will discuss only the Duchenne and the Becker's muscular dystrophy. Now come to the X-linked muscular dystrophy. It is also known as the Duchenne and the Becker's muscular dystrophy. This is also known as dystrophinopathies. Okay? It's a X-linked disorder, and they stem from the mutation which disrupt the function of the largest structural protein or the largest structural gene, that is dystrophin. There are two forms of X-linked muscular dystrophy: the early onset form and the later onset form. The early onset form is known as the Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and the later onset form is known as the Becker's muscular dystrophy. The Duchenne muscular dystrophy is due to the deletion and the frame shift mutations of the dystrophin gene, which result in the total absence or the total loss of the dystrophin. And the later onset form include the Becker muscular dystrophy, in which we can see the truncated version of the dystrophin, but there is a few normal amount of the dystrophin is present, and there will be no complete absence of the dystrophin molecule. Dystrophinopathies, or the absence of the dystrophin or the abnormal dystrophin, is associated with the isolated cardiomyopathy, asymptomatic elevation of the creatine kinase because of the muscular damage, exercise intolerance because of the myalgias and the cramps. The females are the mildly symptomatic because there are 2 X chromosomes in the females, but males are the severely affected. Now come to the pathogenesis of the Duchenne and the Becker's muscular dystrophy. There will be a loss of function mutation in the dystrophin gene on the X chromosome. Dystrophin gene is the largest human gene, having 2.3 million base pairs and the 79 exons. Dystrophin gene encodes the dystrophin protein, and which is the part of the dystrophin glycoprotein complex. This dystrophin protein link the cytoskeleton inside the myofiber and the basement present outside the cell. Dystrophin molecule has got 2 terminus, the amino terminus and the carboxy terminus. And this amino terminus is going to bind with the actin which is present in the cytoplasm of the cell, and this carboxy terminus is going to bind with this beta dystroglycan. This carboxy terminus is going to bind with the beta dystroglycan. Ultimately, this beta dystroglycan will ultimately bind with the alpha portion. This alpha portion will going to bind with the laminin and alpha chain. These are structure present outside the cell membrane. And this carboxy terminus is also attached with the nitric oxide synthetase. And this nitric oxide is synthetase is also bind with the syntrophin and dystrobrevin. So what is the role of this dystrophin? By binding with this actin filament and with this beta dystroglycan, this provide the mechanical stability. But the binding of this carboxy terminus of the dystrophin molecule with the nitric oxide synthetase will result in the synthesis of the nitric oxide, and it will help in the signaling pathway. But when there is a damage or the complete absence or the truncated version of the dystrophin molecule, it will result in the small membrane tears. This small membrane tears will result in the influx of the calcium and the number of the event, which ultimately cause the myofiber regeneration. Now come to the morphology. As because of the influx of the calcium, there will be a chronic muscular damage, segmental fiber degeneration as well as regeneration, and the myofibers will become atrophic. But at this stage, this is the very earliest stage in which there is a damage, there is a degeneration or plus the degeneration or the atrophy. The fascicular architecture will remain preserved. There will be no inflammation but presence of the myophagocytosis. When this injury is going to progress, there will be a collagen and the fatty replacement and the infiltration of the muscle fibers, and because of this replacement, myofiber will become vary in the size, and some of the myofibers will small in size because of the atrophy, and some of them will become hypertrophied and become very large. And when there is a remodeling, there will be a fascicular architecture distortion. Immunohistochemical Duchenne will show the absence of the normal sarcolemmal staining pattern, but in the Becker's there will staining will be reduced because there is a few amount of the dystrophin is present, but in the Duchenne there is a complete absence of the sarcolemmal staining pattern. So and Becker's slowly progress and it will present later in the childhood. But the Duchenne muscular dystrophy will present in the boys. The boy normal at birth, but it had delayed milestone like delayed walking. There will be a clumsiness, inability to keep up with peers. There will be a poor movement, poor action. Firstly, the Duchenne muscular dystrophy will involve the pelvic girdle. Ultimately, it will involve also the shoulder girdle. There will be enlargement of the muscles of the lower leg, and along with the weakness, enlargement plus weakness. So there will be a pseudo hypertrophy. There will be a joint contractures, scoliosis, worsening of the respiratory reserve. There's sleep hypoventilations. Dystrophin will also include the heart, and CNS will result in the cardiomyopathy, arrhythmias, mental retardation, impaired cognition. In the Duchenne muscular dystrophy, death is more common at the age of the 25 to 30 years. The death is due to the respiratory insufficiency, pulmonary infection, or the heart failure.